I can't believe you're doing this again.
What? I can't keep it forever.
Sure you can.
Okay, I don't want to keep it forever. Look, I'm a car guy. Life's too short to drive one car forever.
Yeah, but how are you going to keep going on adventures?
Oh, I got something awesome coming, and we're definitely not going to stop going on adventures.
All right, fine, but make it a good deal so we can sell it fast.
What's up, everyone? Yes, it's true. This time I really am selling the 4Runner. Aww. Teary-eyed, teary emoji, bloop. Man, we've done a lot together. We've had so many great memories. This has been an incredible truck. You know, in my 25 years of driving, I've had over 15 automobiles. This is the very first vehicle I have driven, not only this long, but put this many miles on. And to boot, I've never had to take it in for service. I've had to take it in for service. I've never had to take it in for any sort of warranty issues whatsoever in the entire time I've owned the vehicle. Even now, at 93,000 miles, it's daily drivable, completely dependable, and I have no hesitation or apprehension in saying that I would drive it around the world today. I mean, not today. Couldn't drive it around the world today. I would leave on a worldwide adventure today if life would permit. In fact, I just got it back from the dealer, got all new brakes, got pads and rotors at all four corners. It was time to do that. And I said, comb it over. I said, obviously flush all the fluids. I did the 100,000 mile service basically. And I asked them, I said, just dig in. I mean, try and find a problem because I want to make sure it's in tip top shape. We used the vehicle. And they're like, there's no problems. Like there's nothing. And you know how dealers are. Like if they can charge you for something, they will. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's in great shape. Many of you have been with us for a long time and you know that we use the vehicle. In fact, whenever I take it in to get it serviced or if I've ever taken it anywhere where like Toyota people are around, they actually tell me how happy they are to see a vehicle that's being used the way it's intended to be used. You know that I've used it. You can go back and watch all our videos, you can see, but you can also see that we've not ever abused it. I've been out on some trips with some friends and they're like, we're just gonna go see what we can do and whatever. And like, I've always erred on the side of caution and I feel like driven this thing very, very conservative. It's got skid plates on it. It's got sliders on it. Those have hit rocks a couple of times. I mean, this is what they're there for. But you know, if you go back and look at all of the content and the videos and everything that we put out there, that we've really, really taken good care of this vehicle. This vehicle has been a wonderful vehicle and it's going to make a really, really good vehicle for the next person that has it. If you follow us on Instagram, then you know that the vehicle is for sale. But I know many of you don't. I haven't put it out there on YouTube until now. I listed it on Instagram this past week and have actually kind of created a whole slurry of activity. Like memes have been created. Some have been funny. Maybe check out this one. AJ, it's your fault. Everything's your fault, right? It's time for me to do something new. I've already got the next vehicle picked out. We are not going to stop going on adventures. The end of the channel. This is not the end of the channel. This is not the end of us exploring. This is the start of something new. And obviously we're going to bring you with us as well. I'm not going to be announcing. I hate the whole like reveal thing. I don't think I'm going to do like some big reveal thing, but I definitely will. There'll be a nice announcement. You will know what we're doing next, but I'm not going to announce anything until I get this thing sold and I can get the other deal closed. I got to get this thing sold because the next thing's a lot bigger and a lot more expensive. And I can't carry both of them at the same time. So I got to get this thing sold. Title's in hand, it's ready to go. And I'm super duper duper excited to show you what's next. But if you think you might be interested in this 4Runner, you got to let me know. Okay? In the description below, I've got all the information in order for you to reach out to me. I'm losing daylight though, so let's go up. It's going to be a pavement princess today because I just had it detailed and I got to show you, okay? This is going to be a very quick and formal video. It's not going to be all fancy and flashy. But let's show you the 4Runner. Let's show you the 4Runner as it is right now, today, November 16th, 2019. Oh yeah, looks so good. Let me, white balance, catch up. It's not purple. Oh yeah, look how good it looks clean. So, I forgot to take this sticker off and that's something I need to address, or maybe you want to leave it on there for old time's sake. You can't really see it with the bumper rear swing out arm closed, but anyway, tent is not included, by the way. But if you want an awesome tent from 23-0, give Justin a call. So yeah, traction boards are not included, obviously, but I'm going to include this Bomber product, traction board MaxTrax holder thingamajigger. Just a quick side note, I didn't realize how mauled the traction board, how much it was destroying my tire back here. So if you ever put one of those on, be careful. I honestly would not use this. I'm sorry, it's brand new tire, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna walk around. So I had it professionally like detailed and waxed, so it's like the paint feels really, really good a couple of weeks ago. And it was done, washed again today, but it was just washed. It doesn't need to be waxed again. You're good for another year at least. So yeah, we'll just keep walking around. You know everything about this vehicle if you've been following me. Plus I'll have a link downstairs. I'll have a link in the description below of, you know, all of our mods and stuff and everything that we've done, so you can just see everything that's been done. This thing has got obviously bumpers on the front and back. Jeez. It's got bumpers front and back. You've got Lightforce lights all around. These lights right here are awesome. They're my favorite lights. I'm going to be putting actually the larger version of these on the next build, and I'm also going to be putting the larger version of these on the Jan van that's coming up. So you've got obviously full CBI skid plates, front and back. We didn't get the skid plates cleaned very well, but they're not going to stay clean anyway if you use it. Front and rear bumper, Smitty built winch, works great. Lightforce 30-inch bar right here, and those I think are the Venoms. And then you've got a 40-inch bar up here on the roof. Focus. And that bar up there is really, really bright. All right. So we're gonna come around here to the side. I just gotta say, look at these headlights. Have you ever seen a vehicle that's 4 years old with 93,000 miles with headlights as crystal clear as this? I mean, look at that. That's there's a little like reflector thing right there. I can't hardly even believe it. It's crazy. Looks awesome. Tires. I've had, I think, trying to think exactly when I put them on. I looked it up, and I think I have 8,000 miles on these tires. And these tires they're 60,000 mile tires, easy. There's tons of tread left. You can see. So you've got a lot of time left before you need to replace the tires. Same thing with the suspension. Suspension has about 8,000, 9,000 miles on it. Actually, it probably has a little more than that. I have it written down on the post, maybe 10 or 11,000 miles. I think these are 60,000 mile shocks, maybe 45,000 mile shocks before you need to think about rebuilding them. But anyway, the suspension thing rides great. Slee Sliders, you know this. I think these are the best looking sliders on the market. Oh, by the way, it has, you know, the Icon Stage 7 suspension. And the thing that separates that from a lot of the rest of their suspension setups is that it has the remote reservoir that you can change the dampening. You can't really see it here, but you can make it softer or a more hard ride, stiffer ride. And I think it's great. Okay, let's take a look inside. We just had the inside detailed. Oh man, it looks so good. So you can see, I cannot even hardly believe how good the interior of this looks. The only thing that I've really seen is you got these little fuzz things right here in the seat that is most used. It's insane how good this thing looks. Can't hardly believe it. And you've got the S-Pod touchscreen right here, and you can turn on your lights, turn the ISO down a little bit. You can see the light pattern. Turn the ISO back up to about 1,000 actually. No, this is 2,000 actually. It's pretty dark in here. Let's go around the other side and open that one up. Everything on the vehicle that you see comes with the sale except for the tent. Okay, I'm even going to include the table for the Frontrunner roof rack. that I just installed down in there a couple of months ago because it's freaking awesome. And the reason why I'm including it mostly is because the next build doesn't have a Frontrunner rack, and I'm honestly gonna miss my Frontrunner rack. I've loved it so much. There's a Frontrunner solution for that pickup, and I may go down that road at some point. Pickup, did I just tell you that I'm getting a pickup? Maybe you know that. I'm getting a pickup. I'm so excited. Okay, so here's the back seat so you can see. So they shined the floor mats. It's a little grainy, I'm sorry about that. They look really good. If it were me and I was buying a new vehicle, I'd just buy new Husky floor mats. I can't say enough good things about these Husky floor mats. They've been awesome. I've got a set for my Land Cruiser as well. I'll buy a set for my next vehicle if they make them because they've just been awesome. The inside looks so good. I cannot believe how good it looks. They shampooed the seats. I didn't think it really needed it, but we just went ahead and did it anyway, and it turned out really, really good. So you can see, you know, look at the steering wheel. There's a little bit of wear, you know, right here. Not much. But otherwise, I mean, it looks so good for 93,000 miles. Can you even believe it? It's hard to believe that this interior has held up so well. I mean, look at all of it. It just looks so good. I don't really want to go into too much detail on all the mods and stuff that we've done because it's really easy for you to go back. I'm going to link in the description below the playlist that has all of our mods, so you can just not only see the evolution of it, but you can see everything that's included. Everything's included. I can't think of anything that are in my mods that are not included, you know, except for accessories like my Max Tracks and my fridge, you know, the dual battery setups in there, the Odyssey Group 31 and 34 batteries that are under the hood. Obviously those are included and those are new. I mean, I just put those in February. So those will last another several years at least. The inside looks so good. I haven't seen it this clean ever. It's been great. And the back. Let's open up the back. Obviously the drawers are included. And I emptied them out for you. These are just things. So I have unscrewed and screwed these hooks, these D-rings back in a couple of different times in a few different places. I don't know what the material is for the surface, but it's held up extremely well. It's very strong, very tough, very rugged, and it's done great. Probably in a perfect world, you'd use a bolt that goes all the way through the other side to hold it in place. But these have been fine. All I've used this side for is mounting my, or putting my Frontrunner boxes along with you know, straps that have gone over. And then this has been where the fridge mounts have been. And this thing has held the fridge just fine. I've never had any problems. But we've off-roaded with it and it's been fine. So that's the roller floor. If I were to keep this, I would actually replace this with another one of these with the roller floor, and then the ARB makes a table surface thing that goes on the top here. That's what I'd do, and that would give you plenty of storage. You've got electrical back here, so this is where your fridge plugs in, and I love this because you can turn it on or off, so you can just leave your fridge in there and turn that off and make sure you don't have any battery drain or whatever. And then you've got more power up over here. I'm sorry, I'm cranking the ISO way up, so it's probably super duper grainy. And you can turn that off or on as well. The other thing that I did, let me actually start the vehicle because I want to show you something. And maybe this will be good because that way you can see for yourself that it certainly starts and runs really good. Not that you would expect it not to. Ugh. So, starts like a charm every single time. So I want to show you something. Firstly, you got your voltage readout here on your S-Pod. And you see what it's pulling, 14.5. right there. And then in a second, when the battery isolator clicks over, this is gonna pull 14. It always reads a little bit different, but this is gonna read, look at that, 1430. Sorry, the ISO is so high. Oh, it's so grainy. And what I did is I put in a voltage booster. It's like a little fuse thing. It's like a voltage booster. Anyway, I put one of those in and it has been really good. It's kept my batteries I feel like properly topped off. It's been nice. So let's pop the hood, take a look. Okay, so one thing we didn't do is we didn't clean under here. Kind of wish we had, but I tend to not clean this kind of stuff because it just gets really dirty again like the next day. But anyway, you can see this is the secondary battery, the dual battery kit from SDHQ. That's the group 34 right here. This is the group 31. And that's the battery isolator right here that I was telling you about right there. That switches over whenever it goes above 13.3. So you can see this is what it looks like under the bonnet. So you've got an S-Pod. This is the battery isolator, it's a fuse block. So I can push this down like that and it separates the circuit and isolates the power in the back. See, no power back there now. And I did that because I wanted a good, easy way to be able to shut off the power. And now it'll be back on. So yeah. I'm not a professional wirer, but I did have somebody that was a professional wirer person look at all the wiring and they said everything looks solid and good. Perhaps if you're a professional wiring person, maybe you might do it a little differently or a little cleaner, but you know, whatever. I've got HIDs from XenonDepot and they're awesome and I've been really happy with them and they look good and they're super bright, and I've got I've got an LED fog, amber fog from them as well. So yeah, if you or anybody you know is interested in a really, really awesome decked out 2016 Toyota 4Runner Trail, hit me up, man. Let me know. Would love to sell you mine. Let me give you the bare bones, whatever, okay? This is a 2016 Toyota 4Runner Trail, 93,000 miles. It's got crawl control, factory rear locker, e-locker, has KDSS, which is a paid upgrade feature. I haven't driven many vehicles. I don't think I've even driven any vehicles without it. It handles very, very well on the highway, I can tell you that. Where speed limit permits, I have gone 80 miles an hour or maybe slightly more. Drives really, really well on the highway. Actually, I'm completely surprised at how well this thing handles and feels on the highway, even given its age. The steering wheel's super tight, everything. I mean, it really handles just as well as a newer vehicle. I did drive a buddy of mine's vehicle, 4Runner, very recently. It has 30,000 miles on it. And interior, drivability, the way it feels, you would never know that this thing has 93,000 miles on it. Actually, mine drives so much better because the Icon Stage 7 suspension setup, it's good. I mean, it's really good. It feels so good on the road. So I went through all the mods, and basically here's the short end of the list. I've got it down in the description below, but it's got CBI front and rear steel bumpers with the rear swing out. It's got the CBI full skid package, which comes with the front transfer case, transmission, and fuel tank and lower control arm skids. Got a Lightforce 40-inch bar up on the rack, 30-inch bar with amber lenses on the front in the front bumper. Plus, I have two, I think they're called the Venoms, that are mounted on the bumper. And then I've got rear upper rack lights in the back with amber lenses on them, and I think those are the Rock 40s. And then I've got the same ones, only in white, down in the lower bumper. They're very bright. They're awesome. Let's see, I've got XenonDepot HID and LED upgraded headlights, HID in the headlights, LED in the fogs. I've got a Frontrunner Slimline 2 roof rack. I've got Slee Sliders, which are steel sliders. They're awesome. I've got Nitro 48 gears. By the way, I haven't done the video yet. I will have a video coming out very soon in the next, like, I don't even know when. It's just, I'm so busy with work. But the Nitro, since I re-geared with the Nitro gears, it's been awesome. like awesome, like really, really awesome. My mileage has pretty much stayed the same, and I kind of expected to stay the same, but the responsiveness has been incredible. The gear ratio, whenever I'm in 4 low, the crawl ratio, I think is what it is, it's awesome. It's like a rocket ship. Hey buddy, what are you doing? Say, hey guys, say hello. Do you see how big he is? Do you remember when he was like itty bitty on some of these videos?
A car.
A car. Look at the car. Man, I want one of these so bad.
A car.
I can't afford one of these.
A car.
Maybe I'll afford it someday because he really would like me to have one, wouldn't you? All right, go see Noah. So I've got the Icon Vehicle Dynamics Stage 7 suspension setup, and this has the ability to control the dampening, so you can make the ride more firm or more soft or softer. It's really awesome. It's got the Icon alloys, 6-speed. I've got 5 total with 5 total tires. Got BFG KO2 size 285/70/17, 5 total, but you remember the back on the spare, I just noticed that today. It's got those marks in it from the traction boards. Probably wouldn't use that as a spare. If I were you, I'd replace it. It's got less than 10,000 miles on these tires. The suspension, by the way, I've got less than about 13,000 miles on them. I've got a Smitty built 10K winch, ARB drawer and roller floor, fridge slide, Odyssey Group 31 and Odyssey Group 34 AGM batteries under the hood. I've got an SDHQ dual battery kit. And I've got wiring, full wiring to the back of the vehicle for expandable power. So there's actually so much more you can do back there if you need it. I've got an S-Pod with touchscreen. That thing's been great. It's not the Bantam, but do you really need it? I don't really know. I've got a power tray mounting solution under the hood. I also have remote start from Accessorides. It's kind of one of those things that I can't live without. And on the next rig, I'm going to have to get it set up because doing it on the key fob is not good enough. Like the app and being able to do it from anywhere in the world, wherever your vehicle is, as long as it's got signal, and it always has, is awesome. There's probably some other things, but just make sure you check out the playlist for more. If you have anybody, if you're interested, or if you know anybody that's interested in this vehicle, just let me know. Down in the description below, I've got a link to the swellrunner.com website that has a page with all the other details along with the contact form. Plus, you can also DM me on Instagram or whatever. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any interest in it, you know, just let me know. I'd really, really, really like to sell this vehicle like this week. I've got several people that are interested, but it's not sold yet. So yeah, if you're interested in this 4Runner, I mean, it's freaking awesome. Hit me up. Once again, guys, this is Jason Kurji, Mr. Swell Runner, I guess is what I'm going to call myself now. And I've got a lot more content coming your way. The adventures are not going to stop. The content is not going to stop. If anything, this is good, like enthusiastically invigorating me and making me more excited to do more. I know I talk too much, so I'm going to go ahead and go. Hit me up if you're interested in the vehicle. We'll see you guys in the next video.